Hello again. So, ooh, we literally just got a letter. Oh. Oh, what about this? Have we seen this? That's on day 2. The evening letter from the powers that be, day 2. Okay, let's see. To facilitate your assignment, we will be sending a special train carrying medicine, sanitary equipment, and personnel. We expect the train to arrive in 4 days. The Inquisitor, allegedly Mark Kerminsky or Peter Croy, will travel separately. If the sanitary train reaches the town before the Inquisitor, the personnel and equipment therein will be yours to manage. The person in charge of the sanitary expedition will be duly instructed to collaborate. We hope that by that time you will have exhaustive information as to what the nature of the disease is. Sent on behalf of the Manipulatory Laboratory. Manipulatory Laboratory. Weird. Okay. Do you have anything to say, Ava? What time is it?
My bedroom is warmer than this place.
I want to be of help. I want to be by your side. Is there something I can do for you? Right now my only desire is to light up candles, wash the soot off the day off, wrap myself in a bedsheet and get drunk until my mind goes blank. Will you get us a bottle of Twyrine? I'll do so if I find one. Do you want us to get drunk together? Of course. I'm afraid that's not possible. I can't allow myself to drink now. What a shame. Then I'll have to drink either alone or with my gentle girlfriends. Meanwhile, I will be working, Ava. Each minute of my work is a life saved. Several lives, perhaps. My gentle girlfriends. Nice. Anything to say, good sir? Well, what's the news around the town? Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. Take the polyhedron, it's become a children's game now. 'Tis lovely children that reside there now. They've weaved a nest among the deadly tines of the machine, like charming singing birds. But not for them the tower's been conceived, but for the glory of the benefactors, the family of them philanthropists. What family are you talking about? The kinds, stricken down with bitter grief these days. Who else? For it was another purpose that the project was intended for. The purpose without notice having lost, it stands abandoned now, and so it will, until the end of days. Isn't time endless? Why do you even think there is an end to days? Isn't there? If not today or tomorrow, it surely will come. Someday. I'm planning to drag my miserable existence for at least 40 more years here. Let's hope that you will. Anything to say, Andre?
The plague is on our doorstep. So, it has come to this.
Do you believe in prophecies, Andre Stammeton? It depends. I agree this may seem inconsistent with materialism. On the other hand, when your own experience convinces you to their effectiveness, you have to take them into account. Have you been foretold something? The day before yesterday, Katerina foretold my untimely death. Katerina is not talentless. That means you will die sooner or later. Nothing to be done about it. Spoken like a true optimist.
Why do you all come here to gawk at me?
A girl named Anna Angel lives in the neighborhood. Is she the Angel of Thunderstorm fame? No, that was another one. Also called Angel, yeah. Do you think Anna is a singer? Ha! No one has ever heard her sing. Because she's not a singer at all. She's hiding from the powers that be here, and any noise scares her shitless. What was her crime? She claims to be a political case, but really, look at her. Does she really look like she belongs to the underground? She has nothing to do with the February revolt. Although, when there's smoke, there's fire. I think the sweet girl used to serve as a cover for the Ace of Diamonds caravan. And if my guess is right, I wonder what her position was. We're all monsters here, see? A town of freaks, eh? Ace of Diamonds. There was a Guignol, I don't know how to say that, play about it. The Theater of Death, right? Right, the caravan. Don't you remember? The kidnapping story? The accusation of thimble riggers? Have you forgotten that orgy in the capital? They started killing street performers on sight. Our own Mark Mortel ended up on the run. Who is Mark Mortel? The director of our theater, a genius puppet master. He also directs masks. You should take a look. It's in the Marrow, on the Spinneyard Square. I'd like to know more about the local theater, if you haven't drunk your tongue out, that is. Immortal has dug out some ritual masks of an ancient steppe cult. Now he's having fun with them, and with himself. Claims that the local mimes can tell the future. As for me, I think he's making fun of the mistresses, and by extension, of us all, a motley buffoon. A buffoon, huh? That has mastered the art of puppeteering. Curious.
My condolences to the new governor.
If you care for your body so much, how come there are so many murderers roaming the streets? Am I not supposed to hurt them too? The bastards deserve to be exterminated. No one will punish you for killing a criminal. An official decree was just announced by Sabrov's men. So what, are you planning to get your hands dirty too? And why not? Muggers and killers hold nothing sacred, so they are exempt from sacred laws and traditions. They pull their knives first. You're free to disembowel them, tear their arms off, and perforate them to your heart's content. There's no need to perforate anyone, be they innocent or guilty.
Fortune appears so blind to none as to those to whom she has done no good. That was an aphorism.
What would you say about Maria? Maria? I'd say the brilliance of her talent is going to surpass even Nina's one day. Maria will be grabbing stars by the handful while sipping Earth's magma. I'm putting great hopes in her, and please know that I seriously mean it. Not a hint of irony in my voice. What's the nature of her talent, then? Every kind possesses this gift, the ability to see the unseen and achieve the unachievable. This art doesn't have a name because very few people have mastered it. Maria is concealing her true power for the time being, but it has already become apparent that she will stop at nothing when the time comes. Her sheer power will justify any despotism that would spring from it. Are you talking about her fortune-telling abilities? Why are you all so obsessed with fortune-telling? You can't tell a person's fortune, it is a common man's delight. Although you definitely can catch a glimpse of the fortune of the people too weak to fight for it. Man is the sole architect of his fortune. No, I'm talking about the ability to drag the things that are naturally subtle and convert into the daylight. The kinds can do that too? Yeah, sure. Please find the certificate verifying their dragging into the daylight talents attached to their wall. It's no fucking child's play. Not a trade that allows to start a small hole-in-the-wall business. If you need illustrative magic tricks, go to the theater. Makes sense. No need to get so angry.
My condolences to the new governor.
Tell me about Grace. Or, Andrew, what's your opinion of Victor Kine? Victor is a natural-born ruler. He could be doing it all by himself. It's Victor, not Georgie, who is Simon's true heir. But he wants to leave this place to further his education and get a degree. Treachery, if you ask me. Aren't you being too harsh on him? Not at all. The Kines may seem like unpredictable, petty tyrants, but we have them to thank for that horrendous civil war passing our town by. Powers that be. Can't you see? Instead of building utopia in this wreck of a country, they're tearing the last scraps of the good that had been done by their predecessors into even smaller scraps. Do you think it's easy to make a stand in a situation like this? Still can't see what Victor has to do with it. Somehow, and I can only explain it with sorcery, Simon was able to redirect the games that the powers that be play away from our modest town. They never paid attention to us, never violated us, never touched us at all, and the town flourished. Victor was a good disciple to Simon. He'll manage to renew his achievement. Georgie won't. Then why hasn't Victor left yet? His love for Maria is holding him back. He sees Nina's ghost in her, after all. I can relate too. Living in the town where everything reminds you of her is unbearable. But I'd rather see him grab the power and compel the town to make another turn, bringing it upwards. It'll all work out in the end.
All which is counterfeit displeases us with the very things which charm us in the original. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about Grace. Grace! The corpse lover's daughter. What is there to tell? The daughter of the caretaker of the cemetery. He used to drink like a fish and got his baby girl addicted to twirine too. What? Oh no! Driven her mother to an early grave and would have driven the daughter too, had he not died of that shit himself. He offered her twirine since she was a child? Uh-huh. She's not much of a talker. The dead offer her company more often than the living. She used to look after the graves since she was a child, and that obviously messed with her little head. She's a guardian spirit of the local cemetery, just like the Mother Superior is the guardian spirit of the cemetery. Who is the Mother Superior? The daughter of the commandant. She's like an ant queen of the whole doss house. Rumor has it the monsters tend to her every need, spoon-feeding the girl. I'd like to have a look. Well, I never.
That's it. There's nothing left here. Run. Run!
Your eyes are positively turning green, and they used to be brown. Interesting. Dancey dance. Let's rob a house. Why not? We're running low on food. I think it's about time. Lemon. Dun, 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 dun. The morning of the third day has come. It all ends soon. Ooh, those are good, too. It all ends in less than 10 days. Day 3, in which the Bachelor is offered to hunt the elusive enemy and evaluate the chances of necrosis. Okay. You're so pale. I'm dying for a gulp of milk, but they won't let us milk the cows. Do you by any chance have some? Who doesn't let you milk cows? Well, people say that the cows have been oozing some ichor instead of milk lately. Auntie said she knows this for sure, and Mom nodded that and added that Aiga, the cook, agrees. And she's a stepwoman and all. She knows everything about cows. Aiga even went as far as to say that the milk turned completely black. This story alone would be enough to make me never drink milk ever again. Is there anything of use in here? What the hell? Where's the Upstairs kitchen. Is there no upstairs kitchen? Kitchen? Come on now. What a shit house. Wait. Okay, this way. No new quest shit. It's 7 a.m. Oh, a letter. A worrying message from Georgie Kine. Please visit me at the Crucible at your earliest convenience. Another misfortune has befallen us, and again it concerns the person whom you have traveled so far to see. I hope the woes of our family are still of some importance to you. Kine. Sure enough. But let's rob one more house. That previous one was so shit after all. For a hug? Sure. Neat. No! No! I can't believe he noticed me. Sheesh. Little girl. Hi. Nothing. Okay, no, I'm not gonna risk it. Bread! Okay, this is good, this is good. This is very good. Milk! Okay, this was better, this was better. I lost some of my health, but that's okay. Is my reputation going down? No, not at all. I may be a scumbag, but alas, I do need to eat.
Few people know death. We only endure it, usually from determination, and even from stupidity and custom.
My dear doctor, misfortune is a regular guest in our family home. A new calamity has befallen us. What is it? The house in which Reuben lived and worked has been tainted by infectious mold and fallen prey to the looters. Our messengers search every nook and cranny. Neither Reuben nor Simon's body are in the house. Some of the people that helped to undertake the search are paying a terrible price. They've contracted the sand pest. How would you explain the absence of the body? It appears that once the infection began to spread across the house, Master Reuben decided to remove the body. He must have taken it to some hidden location that he considered safe. However, since we still haven't heard from him, we can only infer that Reuben is dead. The body was stolen, perhaps? True, someone could have stolen the body to force our family into offering ransom for its return. In this case, Reuben's silence and absence might mean that he is in pursuit of the thieves. Is there anything I can do for you? Please help us recover the body, Doctor. We are already much indebted to you for having identified Simon's killer. It's not your fault that the truth has turned out to be so distressing to us all. I implore you to help Simon and us once more. Find my brother's body. This task is far from trivial. Where do I even start? Someone may have seen something. I believe you've made some useful acquaintances in the town's slums. Not to mention we have all manner of low life here. Could they know something? Speak to my brother Victor. He is much better than me where the practical side of things is concerned. I'll let you know what I find. Okay. The disappearance of Simon's body seemed to greatly trouble the Kynes. Could it be that a powerful, burly man like Ruben fell victim to some mysterious body snatcher? Maybe Victor would have some insight into where I should start my investigation. Ah, I'm speaking so weird today. Let's see, Victor.
There's buzzing in my ears.
There's buzzing in my ears. Buzzing. Okay. I'm looking for your brother's body, Victor. Do you have any ideas on the subject? I do. If I were you, Olgimski's son would be the first person I'd turn to. Young Vlad, nicknamed Karen. Huh. Ruben and he have had some business together. He knows places where Ruben may have taken the body. Have you already asked him? I've tried, but we are in a difficult position now. On the one hand, we are putting pressure on his father. On the other, we're asking him for a favor. Putting pressure? I was under the impression yesterday that we had managed to put an end to all the disputes between the ruling families. There can never be an end to disputes between our families. It's as impossible as reuniting day with night. But now I feel that Big Vlad's actions have a bearing on the root of all our troubles. I don't like this silence from the dormitory. Could it be there that the infamous murderer is hiding? Your brother succumbed to the disease. I thought we'd already come to terms with that. A stranger has made their way into the town. Human or Shabnak, it doesn't matter. We can't establish whether their involvement in Simon's death was direct or indirect, but the involvement is clearly there. Why? It has been revealed to Maria in a dream that the cause of Simon's death is hiding in the dormitory. I intend to find out why Big Vlad refuses so adamantly to open it, and you should ask Vlad the Younger if you get the chance. Alright, I'll try to ask Vlad the Younger. Vlad the Younger is a loyal son. He may be cynical, but deep inside he believes in the precepts of vassal ethics. He has no reason to conceal a crime, but he'd never help us knowing that we're acting against his father's best interests, notwithstanding our respect for each other. I respect such adherence to principles, too. Victor believes Vlad the Younger could provide me with some clues. He did business with Ruben, so perhaps he might know where Stak could have taken the body. Vlad the Younger may have some more information. I need to know the place where Ruben took the body and the locations of any other such places. I also need to ascertain whether the son of Isidore Burak, widely known as the Ripper, has anything to do with it. Alright. Okay, so we're off to Vlad the Younger. And still no info about the main quest. Hopefully we'll get something soon enough. How can I help you? Ruben's disappeared. His home has been infected and looted. Neither his body nor Simon's was there. Where could he have gone? I don't know. I haven't seen him. Do you suspect that Ruben is dead? Why should I suspect that? If Ruben were alive, he would undoubtedly make his whereabouts known, and he certainly wouldn't keep quiet about the pest getting inside the town. He's one of the few who have an actual understanding of what that entails. Is that what you think? Well, if neither Ruben nor Simon were in the dead house, that means Ruben has at least attempted to move the keeper's body to another place. Otherwise, we would have to surmise that someone has stolen 2 infected bodies with peculiarly obscure purposes. Wouldn't you agree? You're reading my mind. I find it hard to believe that the body's been stolen. No madman could ransom it to the Kinds and get away alive, and you could never find the kind of blasphemer who would defile it out of sheer malice. Ruben will make himself known soon, you'll see. And I still beg for your assistance. There is no doubt in my mind that you have a theory of your own. Look, Ruben's dealings with our family are our family's business. We value his trust. I don't feel that disclosing the details to you would be that right thing to do. Not unless I see that, the family would benefit more than it would suffer from that exchange. Do you understand? I do. I want to settle a dispute between us and the kinds concerning our unwillingness to let emissaries into the dormitory. I don't know what the kinds are thinking, but we are not harboring anything or anyone there that could be of even remote interest to them, especially to my deeply esteemed fellow Victor. Very well, let's have it that way. I want to help. What would you ask in return? Nothing much. The information concerning the disappearance of Simon Kind's body, specifically the place where Reuben could have taken it. The Kinds are hiding something too. They have their own skeleton in the closet, and it's even more unsightly than ours. Our closet is full of our own workers. Theirs is full of other people's children. If you can make sure that everything is well inside the polyhedron, then trust me, the dormitory is fine too. It's an enclave, a closed chamber. So you believe that quarantine will be effective in keeping the infection out of the giant bunkhouse? Certainly. Did you not say yourself, at least that's how it was relayed to me, that walls are a solid defense? Besides, think of what will happen if 10,000 people pour onto the streets in search of food and gossip. Try to imagine the picture. Sounds convincing. I'll inspect the polyhedron and talk to Victor, but I'll ask a favor of you in return. Help me find Simon's body. Try to curb the righteous anger of the judge and the terrible Victor. They seem to have finally decided to harass my father to death. I have no doubt that no matter what he did, it's not his fault. If you do that, I will gladly assist you. Deal.
What?
It just occurred to me that a map with the infected areas charted on it would significantly help couriers and medical aids. It may be surprising to you, but I've already seen to that. My men are now assigned to produce such maps daily. The cost of making one copy is a mere, 1,000 or so. I'll be sure to order a copy when I have the required sum. Do I have the required sum? I do, but I don't want to. Not yet, at least. Right, the young Olgimsky, being a respectful son, as he is, has a cunning way of concealing his failures. He has agreed to provide the information I need, but only if the Kinds withdraw their demands from his family. Meanwhile, Victor insists that I investigate the dormitory as soon as possible. When the House of Kinds faces trouble... Victor should leave the dormitory be for the time being and stop demanding an inspection. Then Vlad the Younger will disclose the possible body snatcher hideout. Yeah, off to Victor.
The true way to be deceived is to think oneself more knowing than others.
I come bearing news from the Olgimskis. It has to do with the dormitory. Most curious. What is it? Vlad the Younger asked me to tell you the following. The dormitory had been closed before the polyhedron was, and there are many witnesses to that. Really? What is he getting at? He has no reason to believe that the situation inside the dormitory is different from the one inside the tower. Ingenious. Damn it. Alright, so be it. If that's how he's spinning it, then I'm forced to leave him alone. For now. You can tell him that. It will only last until we find proof that not everything is in order inside the dormitory. I hope there's no doubt in your mind that I am obviously only doing all this to get the Olgimskis to reveal the location of Simon's body to me. I haven't been wasting my time either in the meantime. The information my couriers have brought back is terrible. There's a ripper in the town. Fragments of human bodies have been found. It's either a stranger who doesn't observe our traditions, or it really is someone or something sent by the steppe. Who is this stranger? Earlier, I feared that Big Vlad was sheltering him at the dormitory. It's clear now that that isn't the case. He is on the loose. I think he's the thief. Also, I believe that he's the very man who's been accused of patricide, the cursed wayward son of Visitor Burak. What makes you think it's him? I haven't made up my mind yet. I just have my suspicions. The end times are upon us if sons have ceased to honor their fathers. They are turning to the earth towards the void. Toppling what their parents built is what these wayward children are best at, but they never create anything in its place. You are entitled to your opinion. My son has now founded a kingdom of his own. There it is, towering above our sinful earth. He wouldn't let anyone into that world, not even his own father. If you're interested to know what's going on there, give it a try. Maria thinks you're a man for whom nothing is impossible. I too have been long interested in what's going on inside that place. Victor agreed to withdraw the demands at once. He does not want the tower to be implicated. They seem to be hiding something there, but whatever it is certainly not the disease. Moreover, I don't think I am the one they are trying to deceive. Perhaps I could use this whole affair as an excuse to sneak into the mysterious tower across the river. I can speak to Vlad about whatever secrets I uncover there. Ooh, off to the tower. Tower in the sky. Yay. The camera shakes as I walk up the stairs. There we go. You can't go inside, or else the tower will topple. I'm a friend of the Kind's. I've come to see Khan. You're in luck then. Khan has left the facets to mourn his grandfather. Come in, but don't try to get inside. You really don't want us all to perish, do you? I really don't. Hello.
What else should one do if he's filled with rags?
Adults are not allowed in here. It can topple the tower. Common sense suggests otherwise. The tower does not abide by the laws of common sense. We have different laws here. Perhaps we ought to get acquainted. My name is Casper. I am son to Victor and Nina, the youngest of the Kinds. Now you name yourself. Bachelor Dankovsky. Are you a friend of our family? I haven't known your family long enough yet.
It's only too easy to fall into pieces.
You wanted to speak to me. I'm listening. I'm the one who's listening, boy. Tell me about this structure. It's a mystery. You won't be able to fathom it. Do you see the walls? Yes. I thought so. We children do not see them. There on the left is the coast of the new sea. Behind you are the cleft islands. Behind my left shoulder, the knot of the 5 footpaths. And the facet a little way to the left from it is actually the collapsed bridge from the legend of the Ever Reborn. I see now. It's a poetic allegory. You're all dreamers in here. What are the walls you see made of, guest? Looks like paper to me. Strange, very strange. The average thick-headed grown-up sees mirrored surfaces. It's the reason they're calling this the specular tower. Each person only sees an infinite series of their own reflections. That was the design. Are there really 1,000 children in here? Yes, but they're all on the other side of the facets. You can't see them, but they can see you clearly. The facets are a reliable barrier. Against what? You, your doppelgangers. Everyone who comes from across the river. I don't have any doppelgangers. You do, 2 of them. Also endeavoring to save humanity. At least that's what they say. Every word they utter mirrors yours. And so far they've caused nothing but harm. What kind of harm? Our salvation lies in repose and silence. Our town must stay still now. Freeze, like someone who's stirred up a nest of venomous snakes. Then the disease will abate and burn up on its own flames. I was told these were your words. Were they? More like my thoughts, really.
It will be as I say.
It's nothing too astonishing. This tower has been standing here for more than a decade. Nothing astonishes me anymore. The child speaks like a grown man. His manner leaves an impression. Could it be that Elgimsky is right? If the dormitory is protected from any external influence as diligently as the tower is, I can exclude both buildings from my inquiry for now. Okay, well, it's like scaling it down. Okay, so where to now? I can inform Vlad the Younger that the barter went through successfully. The Olgimskis have left the polyhedron B, and the Kinds have stopped trying to get into the termitory. Everyone's happy.
What?
I managed to settle the matter. Victor will no longer insist on inspecting the termitory. I'll keep my word. Honoring the venerable Simon's remains is our mutual goal. We are bound by the same grief. There's a Ripper, perhaps even more than one, on the loose in the knots. I think they're runaway butchers. Runaway butchers? Or those few who were lucky enough to find themselves outside when the termitory was blocked off. Now they're hiding in the town. I believe they're stealing the dead to use their bodies for divination. They have their own future-telling techniques. Still, what does Ruben have to do with this? I'm convinced that it was those people who stole the body from him. Are you interested in finding out where they could have taken it? Absolutely. To be honest, I'm not sure myself. One curious young man managed to trace their path. It seems they have been carrying the dead to the spleen district. I'll mark the house on your map. If they resist, am I allowed to kill them? Not only kill, but take whatever possessions of theirs you may find in that house. Body snatchers are no longer protected by law, even if they happen to be butchers. Very well. Okay. I'll see to that. Let's see. This is possibly where the stolen bodies are taken by the Ripper, or Rippers. Butchers, I had better be ready for anything. Ah, that's far. But let's do it. Gotta F5 that shit. Nothing in here. It was no use talking to them, honestly. The body has been found. Is it Simon? Oh. They don't have any belongings, though. Oh, they do. Maybe only now they've spawned? Look, he clipped through the wall. Love. A medkit! Wow! Oh, it's always so good to see that. Is there still nothing in here? So what now? The body has been found. Still no today's quest. So what, do I go back to Olgimsky or the Kinds now? Let's go to the Kinds then. Oh.
Vlad is right. Whatever happens in the termitory,
Okay. Do you know anything about regarding Ruben's whereabouts? Sadly, no. The disappearance of Master Reuben fills me with sincerest regret. He is, of course, the person most to blame for the loss of our brother's remains, but that's not what matters. And what is? We have no competent people left except for you. We're unable to put up a struggle. Is it true that what I've been told, that you declined Saburov's request and did not accept responsibility for the town's future? Who told you such nonsense? Not only did I agree, I explicitly stated my eagerness to do all that is within my power. You're a noble man, Bachelor Dankovsky, so we do still have hope. I'm acting in accordance with my beliefs. So, not to him. What about Georgie? Should I just go back to Vlad?
However brilliant an action, it should not be esteemed great unless the result of a great motive.
I will richly reward a friend that finds Simon's body for me, and I will squeeze the last drop of blood from the mongrel who stole it. I found the body snatchers. They were runaway butchers. Did you find the body? A body, dissected and disfigured. However, I find it hard to believe that it once belonged to your brother. I'll show you the building where I found it. I will send my people there at once. You have my gratitude. Be cautious. Thank you.
Few people know death.
It is a bitter errand to be the bearer of bad news. Although the body has been discovered, it has been mutilated beyond all recognition. Georgie would be thankful for any news at all, however dire it may be. Yet something does not feel right. Yeah, it probably wasn't Simon's body, right? Like, it was disfigured and dissected. So how are we to know if it's Simon's body at all? And what reason would they have, like, to get Simon's body specifically? Let's go to Reuben's prosectorium. In the next episode, maybe. Yeah. Alright, in that case, see you guys next time. The next episode, we will try to figure out where Reuben has gone off to, and what happened to the body for realsies. Okay, see you guys. Bye.